So today we really are talking about proofs, geometry proofs. Okay, so the Common Core standard is, it's G for geometry, and then CO stands for congruence, and it's number 9. Actually, look at that, CO 9. So it's geometry, congruence, 9. And 9 is just only, if you look at the Common Core standards, it's the 9th one down. It basically says we're going to prove theorems. So we're going to prove theorems about lines and angles. Okay? Okay, now what do you look for? So there's some really easy things that are going to help you with proof. So when I look at a proof, I look at a couple of things. Boys, Kurt, Leland, please. Okay, I'm trying to record. Okay, come on. Come on, pay attention. We are on film. So if you want to bring your parents in, we can say, well, you know, right in the middle of my lesson, I had to stop. Okay. So what do I look for? Okay. One of the things I always look for is key words. Okay, key words. And when I find keywords, I either underline them, circle them, or I'll highlight them. Okay, keywords really help. So keywords like midpoint. That's a key word because if you got midpoint, you know it's in the middle. It makes two equal things, right? Bisector. If I see the word bisector, it means it cuts it in half. I got two equal things. You with me? Supplementary. I know they have to add up to 180. Complementary. Have to add up to 90. Linear pair. Right angle. I mean, all these things are keywords that tell me something, okay? The second thing I do in steps, what to look for, is look at the picture. So when I look for the picture, sometimes I'm looking for things like maybe parallel lines. Or maybe I'm looking for a right triangle. So when I look at the picture, and what I do with the picture, a lot of times I will mark the picture. I will mark the picture, okay? And then step 3, I like to put down all the given, okay? Step 3 is to look at the given. And then the very last thing I do is, what do I need to prove? I mean, we're going to be doing a proof. So I look at it and say, okay, what do I need to prove? All right. So now I smudge that. Let's go ahead. First one, geometric proofs, okay? Given angle A and B are complementary and angle A is congruent to angle C, okay? Prove C and B are complementary, okay? So how do I do this? Well, let's go through it. First of all, some keywords. I'm going to highlight complementary because complementary means 90, right? That's a keyword, all right? I look at my picture. I'm looking at A and B. So I know that A plus B has to equal 90, okay? Because of complementary. So I look at my picture. And then look at the given, okay? The given is, and I'll put down angle A and angle B are complementary. Yeah. And I can abbreviate, okay? Complementary. Like I like the POE, right? POE is abbreviation. I love that, okay? And of course, step 1, we know. Step 1 is always going to be the given, right? All right, now, keyword, complementary. Keyword, okay? This is really important. So I go from complementary to 90. And what I'm doing then is saying because it's complementary, they have to add up to 90, right? Does that make sense? So you just need to write, it is called definition of complementary angles. That's what we're going to put down. But as long as you put somewhere in this space something about complementary, that would be the reason. Okay? It doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I'm going to say definition of complementary angles. Okay, that's the one I really want to put, but you just have to have that word complementary in there somewhere. Definition of complementary angles. You could put complementary angles as long as it has the keyword complementary, because we know that if they're complementary, they add up to 90 degrees. Okay. All right. Step 3. A is equal to C. All right. Well, A is equal to C. I'm going to mark that. A is equal to C, and actually that was found in my given, wasn't it? So the book does this. I usually like to put all of my given out there all in one step, okay? when I do a proof, I like to put all my given all at once. But the book likes to give it step by step. So angle A is congruent to angle C. I found it right there. It is in my given, so the reason is given. Okay. Okay. Now, step 4, and this is one that's a little bit weird. Okay. I went from congruence to equal measure. Okay. Things that are congruent are always going to have equal measure. Okay. If they're congruent, they have the same shape. If they have the same shape, they have to have the same angles, right? Same measurements, right? So the reason for this is definition of congruency. Right? So if you go from congruent to equal measure, I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm saying because they're congruent, because they have the same shape, they've got to have the same measure, all right? Now, the next thing is a substitution. I want you to see where the substitution comes from. I've got A plus B equals 90, then all of a sudden I go C plus B equals 90, because if A is equal to C, then I can write C into the place where A was. So instead of writing A plus B equals 90, I know that A is equal to C, so I replace C with A. So that's a substitution. Okay, it's going to get hard for a while, but the thing about proofs is eventually you're going to get them, okay? That's your very first proof. If your head's spinning, you're going, what in the world is he doing? Don't worry about it. I've been doing this for 32 years. Here's what I know. It takes about a month. For some of you, it might only take a couple of weeks. For a lot of you, it takes about a month, and all of a sudden, one day, you're going to say, oh, I get it. So if you're completely confused, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You will eventually be less confused if we practice and practice and practice, okay? Okay, last step, okay? Okay, last step. If we go to the fact that two angles add up to 90, and then I say they're supplementary, or I'm sorry, complementary, two angles add up to 90, that I say they're complementary, that's by the definition of complementary angles again, okay? Definition of complementary angles. That's your first proof. Alright, so be honest. Thumbs sideways, thumbs up, thumbs way down. Okay, thumbs way down is pretty common. There's a couple that are up, that's good. There's a bunch sideways. So here's our goal. Our goal is, this is our first one ever, right? Our goal is within a week or two, hopefully we'll have more of them coming up, okay? Alright, let's turn the page. Let's do another, okay? Let's do the next one, okay? So here's another proof. So again, let's go through our steps, right? So first step, our key things is I'm going to look for keywords, okay? Here's a keyword, linear pair, okay? That's a keyword. I'm going to look at my figure and my drawing. Key things is it looks like I've got angle 1 and angle 2. And it looks like they do form a linear pair, right? So this next thing I'm going to look at my given. My given is that they're a linear pair, and I'm going to write that down. Step 1. Step 1. Let's just go angle 1, angle 2, linear pair. And the reason for that is simply going to be given. Okay, so everybody can at least get the first step, right? Okay, example 2. BA, alright, that's that one, and BC form a line. Okay, well that's just opposite rays, isn't it? It's just opposite rays. So I'll say, well, those are opposite. Okay. Angle ABC. ABC adds up to, is at 180 degrees, okay? That's just a straight angle. We call it a straight angle. So that's basically definition of a straight angle. They call it a straight angle because it's an angle that makes a straight line, right? You guys, it's going to take a while because there's a whole lot of definitions and things that we're still going to learn, okay? Okay, now, angle addition. So here's a hint. If it says angle addition, what do you think we're going to need to add? Take a look at the picture. If it says angle addition, you're going to add two angles. Which two angles would you add? 1 and 2. What do 1 and 2 add up to? 180 or ABC, right? Because we've got to add up to ABC. So I'm going to go angle 1 plus angle 2 has to equal angle ABC. We'll go the measure of angle 1, measure of angle 2, measure of angle ABC, okay? Okay, now they say substitution, so what am I going to probably substitute? The 180. Yeah, nice job. I'm going to put the 180 right there. You guys see that substitution? Because if ABC is 180, let's just write 180 right there. So, there's my substitution. The measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180, okay? Hi, Megan. I'll give you all my stuff when I'm done, okay? Great, no problem. Okay, now, substitution. Now, the last thing is, no matter what, I know that this, right here, the proof, it's got to go there. It has to. So, even if you have no clue how to do a proof, you do know the first step's given, right? And the last step is, boom, I proved it, right? It's got to be. So last step, even if you have no clue, you know for sure you're going to write angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. Okay, you can abbreviate. And what do you think would be the reason for that? What do you think would be the reason for that?
Well, we just proved it.
Right? So what reason should you think go here?
Oh.
What do you know about two angles that add up to 180 degrees? So it's by supplementary. We'll just say definition of supplementary. Yeah, so I'll go definition of supplementary, okay? That's it. Now I'm going to help you today. I promise I'm going to help you. Let me stop the recording.